Hi everyone, FPL Matt Day here. I'm back. It's the FIFA World Cup semi-finals. I can't wait for this. It's been a brilliant World Cup so far. And like I say in every single video, I'm still here for World Cup fantasy content. I'm still playing the game. It's not been the best fantasy game, but I'm still playing. I'm still in the three lines. England did get knocked out in the quarterfinals, but still repping the England jersey in this one. If you are new here, if you can please give the video a like, comment, any comments, any questions you got about my team or your team, get it in the comments and hit the subscribe button as well if you haven't done already, and the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. So what I'm going to do is going to be a quick video tonight. I'm literally just going to share screen and go through my team selection for the semi-finals and let everyone know what my team looks like, the players I've got in the lineup. Yeah, one quick spoiler alert is I don't have a full lineup, and I know a lot of people have this same problem. I know people are probably going to be wondering, am I going to take any hits? The answer is no. I just don't feel the need to. I don't think it's been, the most important World Cup game to have to take hits. And at the same time, I just want to see how my team can end without having to take any hits. I just don't think there's enough games or enough, players to choose from to have to do that. But I'll get straight into it in a second. I'll just bring up a quick comment that's coming from the Goal Differences. This is a live stream. He just said he can't watch now as he's out. Have a good one. I really appreciate the support. And anyone that watches live, I really appreciate all the support that comes in. If you watch this on pre-record, let me know what you think of my team in the comments. Let's get straight into it. And I'll start with the goalkeepers. You do get 5 transfers in this one, the same as the quarter-final stage, where we got 5 transfers. So the same here. I've used all 5 as well. And one quick tactic and strategy that I think is really worth pointing out and using is I would personally use the 5 transfers to either pick 5 players from a team you think's the strongest and is going to make it into the final, because then you get another, I think it's 5 transfers for the final. Or you might even get 8 transfers, I believe, for the final. And then you can get yourself a full squad, a full 11 on the park. So for me, as you see in my team, I've picked about 3 to 4 players from the same nation that I think is going to make the final. And I'll go through that obviously at the end. So I'd probably back one team. And I know a lot of people are picking the likes of Argentina and France. For me, I think France are probably the strongest team that you can pick. And I'd say they've probably got the best chance of getting in the final out of everyone. That's no disrespect to Morocco. The French are the world champions. So here we go. As you can see in goal, I've gone with my man from Spurs and the France national team, Hugo Lloris. Great game against England last time out. Played really, really well. He goes in goal. I think he'll be the favourite goalkeeper amongst everyone. I know the Morocco keeper's quite well priced as well, but really liking Hugo Lloris in goal for me. So he's come in. I had Alisson as my other keeper. And also no part from Holland or the Netherlands. So Lloris coming in was an easy decision for me. And then my back 3, because I can't actually fit 4 in, what I will say is I've only got 8 players. A lot of my players were knocked out in the quarterfinals, Brazil, England. I had the Dutch in there as well. So I probably didn't quite, do enough to have, enough French players in my side, so I've had to bring them in. So as you can see, I've got the triple up on their defense because I've got Lloris in there. I've got Koundé from France, so he is in there at the back. He's been playing brilliant in that right back position, guaranteed to start. I've got Hernandez, one of the Hernandez brothers, in there. So there he is in there as well. So I've got that extra French player in there. Luke Shaw obviously can't play. And then the other player I've gone for is Molina. I look at it and I think Argentina, even if they don't go through, Molina is so attacking, playing on that fullback side, gets forward. He's contributed with, goals in this tournament. He's got forward, he's provided. So he comes into that defense. So all 4 of those were transfers in for this semi-final. So that's 4 of my transfers already used. And that's for a goalkeeper and 3 defenders. Another reason as well that I've gone with transfers in my defense is because you always seem to get very tight games in semi-finals, quarterfinals. We saw a lot of games go to extra time, penalties, that type of thing. So you get 1-0s, you get a lot of 0-0s. The football's really tight. It can be cagey. So I'm backing defence over attack. So that is, in saying that's obviously why I've gone for a keeper and 3 defenders. There is one other player in there, which you will see shortly, that I've bring in from an attacking perspective as well. Because we always want to see goals, and we want to, pick players that we can watch and hope that they score goals. So we go to my midfield. It is just a 3. As I said, I've got 8 men, and there's only 1 man in there. So look, on the flip side, I've got the triple up with all the French defenders. But if Morocco do score a goal, I've got Ziyech in there as well. So Ziyech being in there, if he scores, okay, it will wipe out that French clean sheet. But if Ziyech scores as well, kind of mitigates that a little bit as well. So he's in there. He was already in my team, so I wasn't really in any position to move him on. So he stays in my team in midfield. So only 1 midfielder for me. And then the 3 up front, so it's the dream team, for this stage of the tournament. I've got Olivier Giroud, who has come into my side in the front 3. So really happy to bring him in. He's obviously been brilliant in this tournament. He's found his scoring boots in this tournament. Hadn't been sort of scoring no goals in 2018 World Cup. In this World Cup, he's come in and he's been a revelation. Got the winner against England. Quick comment that's coming on the live stream as well from Dave. How is it, mate? Welcome to the stream, mate. Great to have you on board. And anyone else that's watching the stream live, if you can just come into the comments, ask any questions, or even if you listen to this or watch this on pre-record, get your questions in anyway. I can answer them all the way up until deadline. Give the video a like and subscribe if you haven't done already. And as you can see alongside there, Giroud, I've got Mbappe. He's been in there since the knockout rounds. He stays in there. And as you can see next to him there, Lionel Messi, another mainstay. He's been in my team the whole tournament. I'm hoping he gets another Lionel Messi masterclass. We've seen it in almost every single game in this tournament from, the Argentinian wizard. He's got the captain's armband. Obviously, you can change it twice. I think the obvious pick here will be Messi, night 1. If he doesn't score or Argentina don't, perform or score any goals, you just change it to Mbappe the second night. I do not think there'll be any surprises there with captains. If you are chasing points, you could go with the likes of Molina from Argentina, an attacking fullback, and you could place him as your captain. You could look at someone like Modric or Perisic from Croatia as well. So there's opportunities there to go different. And then you can also look at the likes of even a Ziyech if you're confident in Morocco against France, or Olivier Giroud for the French as well. So that's my team. Just a quick comment from Dave, who's advised. He said he's only had 5 players survive the quarters. Mate, I barely had any. This is my team now. So am I planning on taking any hits? No hits for me. I think I'm just going to leave it as it is for now. I'm pretty happy with the way my team's gone this World Cup. It's not been brilliant, but it's not been awful. It's kind of top half to mid-table of a lot of my mini leagues, which I'll take, considering it's not been the best fantasy game ever. Welcome to the stream, FPL Rue, another great content creator. So go and give him a follow, doing a lot of really good fantasy football content. He said, how do I feel about the third place playoff? I'm assuming Croatia and Morocco would take it more seriously if it's them. Yeah, that's actually a good point, because I never realised, because obviously in the Euros, I don't think they did the third place playoff for the Euro Fantasy. So I was didn't realise that actually may fall into the fantasy game as well. So that is another thing to consider. Which was when I looked at it and I thought, you know what, I probably should have had more Croatian players in there, because they do take their foot off the gas in those ones, and it ends up being a bit of a goal fest. On the flip side, we are going back to league football, so maybe players might be like, look, I'm done. I don't want to play another game. They obviously want their nation to finish third, but they could be a bit deflated from the semi-finals. Players wanting to get back to their club, so there's also that as well. But I guess I've still got Ziyech in there. And if we get early team news for the Croatian players, if it was Croatia versus Morocco, not saying it's going to be that game, because it could be France, Argentina. We don't know what it's going to be. It's hard to judge. So I just wanted to go with a bunch of French players for this, because I just think they will make the final. Dave's come in and said he thinks Morocco will take it more seriously than others. Croatia in the second last World Cup, and the other one was second in the last World Cup, and the other one they've won. So Morocco will go all out. Yeah, and that's obviously if Morocco do make the third place, they could make the final. We could see a Croatia-Morocco final. It'd be, yeah, absolutely phenomenal and unbelievable if that did happen. But that is my lineup. As you can see there, only 8 players in that lineup. As we go to my bench, and none of them are playing. We've got Nopak, Klaassen, Paqueta, and Guerrero. So a very bare team. Only 8 players. Like I said, I'm not taking hits. I'm pretty happy with the way the tournament's gone for me so far. I've not, done anything great. I still have 0.5 million in the bank. It says I'm 61,000 in terms of my rank. I don't know how true that is. Because this game's been an absolute mess. But anyway, that is my team. That's my team selection for the semi-finals. Good luck to everyone that is still playing the game. Like I said, if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel, like this video as well, and get all your comments in if you do watch this on pre-record. I'll be back with some fantasy Premier League content, also my team selection for the final and the third place. And I will see you all in the next one. Thanks to those who tuned in live. And good luck. And I look forward to the semi-finals. First off is Argentina versus Croatia. So, should be a cracker. And I'll see you all in the next one.